Here with us now is former U.S. Navy commander and former FBI special agent Rich Kolko. Thank you very much for being on the program.
Hi, I'm glad to be here, Laura.
Okay, so let's talk about the trip overall. What'd you make of it? What were the headlines for you?
Well, the headlines for me are, it doesn't sound like Xi is going to go after Taiwan right now. That would be a big stretch for the U.S. to have to follow through on our promises to defend Taiwan. That's a critical thing. Hopefully that's pushed off into the long distant future. Another thing is he's not going to send weapons to Iran, or at least he said he's not. That's very important. And he probably wants that Strait of Hormuz opened as much as we do because they rely on the oil so much. So those are all.
Yeah, I mean, when we look at this back and forth about it all, the Wall Street Journal editorial board even commented on the Greek history reference that Xi made to Trump about interfering with Taiwan, implying that China is on the rise and the U.S. is the one that's on the decline. So, you look at that and you go, okay, so how much does Taiwan really impact the relationship the U.S. and China have? And what did you make of that, Barb?
Well, it is a bar, but we have for decades have promised to help defend Taiwan. We sell them weapons. We've always been in their corner. The president has kind of said that he's not as sure that he wants to continue that policy going forward, but we have to stick with our allies. That's the bedrock of how the U.S. gets along with the world. So hopefully, from my opinion, that doesn't change. But the U.S. would have a very difficult time defending. You go back to World War II. The U.S. Navy had 5,000 ships. Right now the U.S. Navy's total ships is about 300 ships. So and that's half in the Pacific, half in the Atlantic. So having some sort of war all the way over there near China would be a very difficult stretch for the U.S.
Sure. I mean, what did you think of, just of the optics of seeing them together?
I think it's important. I spent years as a hostage negotiator, crisis negotiator, and our we always said, as long as you're talking, you're not shooting. So if they're at least talking together, I think that's a promising thing. Hopefully some of those trade deals come through. That's beyond my level of expertise, but just the fact that they have the ability to get together and talk and work on some of these things behind the scenes, I think that's very important.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And also, all eyes on Iran as we move through this. Trump said that Xi wants to help with Iran, but also insists that the U.S. doesn't need China's help. And then now many people are saying, okay, should we take China up on that offer? Should we leave it alone? Should we walk away? What do you think?
Well, I liked what President Trump there said, where he didn't want to take a favor from China and be beholden to them for having him. But I'm sure they got the message that help would probably be appreciated, and maybe not so much for us, but for them, because any help they can do to end this thing that opens up that Strait of Hormuz, and China and all of Asia is going to be in some real oil shortage problems in the near future if that doesn't get moving again.
I really appreciate your perspective, former U.S. Navy commander and former FBI special agent Rich Kolko. And thank you very much for the historical perspective of the number of ships, too. That's important to note. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks, Laura.
All right. CIA Director John Ratcliffe making a surprise visit to Cuba's